Assalamu alaikum viewers. I'm Humaira Tahir, your English teacher. In our previous lecture, we completed the translation of unit number 7, Sultan Ahmad Mosque. And today we are going to start the exercises of this lesson. So you need to open your books and get ready. Come on exercise number A, comprehension questions. The first question is, why is Sultan Ahmad Mosque also known as Blue Mosque? Sultan Ahmad Mosque is also known as Blue Mosque because its interior is decorated with blue tiles and blue paint. Question number 2. Who was appointed as the architect of the mosque? The royal architect Sadifar Mehmed Aga was appointed as the architect of this mosque by Sultan. Next question. Why was heavy iron chain hung at the entrance of the court? The answer is the heavy iron chain was hung at the upper part of the entrance from where the king was to enter the mosque. The king had to bow down his head every time. It was actually a symbol by which the king showed his humbleness to Allah Almighty. Understand? Next one. How does the interior of the mosque look? The lower interior of the mosque is lined with more than 20,000 ceramic tiles in more than 50 designs. The gallery is decorated with designs of flowers, fruits, and cypresses. The upper level of the interior is painted blue. The floors are covered with carpets. The whole interior looks very beautiful. Next question, question number 5. Why do you think that madrasa and the hospice were the parts of the mosque? It was the custom of that time that every mosque must include a madrasa, hospice, and the tomb of the founder. So, according to that custom, these elements were also a part of also were the part of Blue Mosque. Understand? Next one, question number 6. Who constructed Mosque Sophia? Mosque Sophia was built as a church in the beginning by Justinian the Great, and later on, the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, Mehmed II, converted this church into a mosque, and he modified its structure, and after that, it was used as a majestic building and majestic mosque. Okay. Now come to the next. Consult the thesaurus and find out the synonyms of the following words. Synonym means, as you already know, the same meanings. The number 1 word is embellish. Embellish means to decorate or to beautify. To decorate or beautify. Integrate. Number 2, integrate. Integrate means to unite or to combine. Splendor. Splendor means magnificence or grandeur or greatness. Next is majesty. Majesty means again magnificence, dignity, and grandeur. Next one is illuminate. Illuminate means to light up or to bright up something. Come to the next. Circle the correct antonyms from the given choices of the underlined words. Number 1 is the Sultan Ahmad Masjid is one of the most impressive monuments. Antonym of impressive is unimpressive. B part, unimpressive. Number 2, situated in Istanbul, the largest city in the Turkey. Largest means the greatest. Largest means here the greatest. But we have to find the antonyms, okay? The antonym of largest is smallest, smallest. Number 3, A heavy iron chain is hung at the upper part of the court entrance on the western side. The antonym of heavy is light. Good. Number 4. The upper level of the interior is adorned with blue paint. Upper level. The antonym of upper is lower. Right. Number 5. The floors are covered with carpets. The antonym of covered is exposed. Exposed. Understand? Now come to the next. Use the following words in sentences of your own. But first you must know the meaning of these words. Then you can make meaningful sentences given in the lesson. Number 1 is impressive. Impressive means पुरकशिश या जाजिबे nazar. You can make the sentence like this. Sultan Ahmad Mosque is an impressive monument. Impressive monument. Dexterously. Dexterously means maharat ke saath, skill ke saath. Faisal Mosque in Islamabad is built dexterously. Next is spacious. Spacious means wasiyo ariz. Our college has spacious grassy grounds. Spacious grassy grounds. Humility means inkasari. His thankfulness filled me with a sense of humility. Thankfulness. Flamboyant. The interior of the mosque looks flamboyant with the representation of flowers, fruits, and cypresses. Understand? Now come to the next exercise. D. What do the following abbreviations stand for? USA. USA stands for United States of America. UK, United Kingdom. UAE, United Arab Emirates. ICU, Intensive Care Unit. MBBS, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. PhD, Doctor of Philosophy. MPhil, Master of Philosophy. PAF, Pakistan Air Force. NADRA, National Advanced Database Registration Authority. UN, United Nations. ISSB, Inter-Services Selection Board. WAPDA, Water and Power Development Authority. PTB, Punjab Textbook Board. MNA, Member of National Assembly. MPA, Member of Provincial Assembly. IMF, International Monetary Fund. WHO, World Health Organization. WTO, World Trade Organization. UNESCO, United Nations Education and Scientific and Cultural Organization. Understand? And the next is UNICEF, United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. Understand? Now come to the next exercise. Place the adverbs at the appropriate position. She comes here. She often comes here. After the pronoun, this adverb will be suitable to fit. She often comes here. He goes to Lahore. Sometimes he goes to Lahore. Next, the teacher was late. The teacher was hardly ever late. Was hardly ever late. We are tired by the end of the day. We are usually tired. After the helping verb usually comes, we are usually tired by the end of the day. I have posted a letter to them. I have just posted a letter to them. He did his work carefully. Carefully comes at the end. He did his work carefully. Understand? Now come to the next. Degrees of comparison. Some adverbs like adjectives also have 3 degrees of comparison. For example, in the lesson you read, the masjid is so designed that even when it is most crowded, everyone in the masjid can listen to and look at the imam. The masjid still remains to be one of the most visited monuments of the world. So here, these the words in bold are the degrees of adverbs. Now, looking at this example, you can fill up this table by making the comparative and superlative degrees of the adverbs given. Number 1 is kept much. You can write the comparative degree of this as kept more, kept most. Next is sang beautifully, sang more beautifully, sang most beautifully. Slept little, slept least, slept less. Slept less, and then in the superlative degree you have to write slept least. Next is looked good, looked better, looked best. Arrived early, arrived earlier, arrived earliest. Okay. Now use the above degrees of comparison in the sentences given in the examples. Number 1 is they came early this morning. Now you can make the comparative degree as I came earlier, he came earliest of all. He came earliest of all. In the same way, you can make the comparative and superlative degrees of the adverbs given. Understand? Now come to the next, present perfect continuous tense. This tense is used to talk about the action that started in the past and stopped recently, or we use the present perfect continuous tense to talk about the action that started in the past and is still continuing. This is often used with for or since because time is mentioned in such type of questions. We use the period of time, for example, 5 minutes, 2 weeks, 6 years. So we have to use the for period of time and since for point of time. For example, point of time are 9 o'clock, 1st January, on Monday, etc. So in this way, as the time is mentioned in these questions, you have to use since or for in the given examples. I have been reading for 2 hours, for 2 hours. Now here the period of time is given, so you are using for. We have been studying since 9 o'clock. Since 9 o'clock means it is a point of time, so you are using since. Okay. Now next exercise is put since or for in the blanks given. I have been studying for 3 hours. I have been studying for 3 hours. I have been watching TV since 7 p.m. This is point of time, 7 p.m. Tara hasn't been feeling well for 2 weeks. Tara hasn't been visiting us since March. He has been playing football for a long time. He has been living in Bangkok since he left the school. Now make 5 sentences using the present perfect continuous tense and convert them into negative and interrogative. For example, you can make the sentence like this. You have been dealing in sugar since March. You have not been dealing in sugar since March. Have you been dealing in sugar since March? In the same way, look at the sentence. It has been raining for 2 days. It has not been raining for 2 days. Has it been raining for 2 days? So in the same way, you can choose any 5 sentences and then change them into negative and interrogative. Understand? Now this is the end of the exercises of unit number 7. You need to learn question answers and sentence. You have to write and learn question answers and sentences in your copies and then prepare yourself for the test next time. Okay? Allah Hafiz.